In this section, we tackle a very important concept and the details of the box model. In this movie, we look at the concept of the box model and the properties that it makes available to us. Now, essentially, the box model says that everything is a box. And just like a box, our box model is going to take all of our different HTML objects and make available to us a top, a right, a bottom, and a left side. So very literally, we're going to have a box around our content. Our box is also going to have a number of different properties that we can set about it. First and foremost, we can actually define the content region that our content is residing in with the width and height properties. Something else that we already know about our content is that our content is what will be affected whenever we use the color property. So if our content is text, it will show up a specific color. Now, immediately outside of our content, we have something called padding. More or less, padding is an empty space that provides a buffer zone between the content and the border. Now, the padding is not just empty space because it is actually going to be used as part of our content region for whenever we have a background color applied. In essence, what it will do is it will move the content over a little bit from the side of our box, from the border, and give it a little bit of breathing room. Our border can take on a number of different styles, colors, and sizes, and here it's just being demonstrated as being a dashed line. The next property we want to look at with our box model is the margin. The margin is actually an invisible, transparent area outside of our border that's going to distinguish between one content block and the next content block. As I mentioned before, our box model is composed of a top, a right, a bottom, and a left side. And we are going to be able to set each one of these properties, the padding, the border, and the margin, either as a whole or separately. So we're going to have a lot of control and power about how our styles will be applied to each and every single element that we have on our page. Now, that is essentially the box model in a nutshell, and it's extremely powerful. And what we will be doing throughout this section is looking at each aspect of the box model, breaking it down a little bit further, and then putting it into action. So this concludes our overview of what the box model is.